So, hey, this is Grinda with the Belters Appreciative Eye, and I'm here with Isaac today, and Isaac is the owner of TT Hallman, and he and his crew are responsible for this house. Some people are calling it a mansion, but if you guys want to see a mansion, just give me about $500,000. I'll show you what one is. This one is not a mansion. It's probably 2 times the size of the last one we had, but trust me, like I said, we are going to use all the space except for those 2 uh, guest bedrooms. So I was asking Isaac about, I'm gonna walk in here. I'll let him walk ahead of me. I was asking Isaac about the windows. We're in the closet now. These windows are supposed to be in other rooms too, but we were asking about them because Doc and I were debating on where the windows are going to be, and Isaac informed me that they're going to add 3 more. You see the bricks here? 3 more layers of bricks up here, because the ceiling is how much?
The ceiling is going almost about like 14 feet 6. You know, to go to about 15 feet 6. Then after the roofing and the ceiling, it will come at least down with 142 is 12 inches.
So anywhere from 14 to 15 feet.
Yeah, 14 6.
14 to 16?
14 feet 6.
14.
So 14 feet 6 inches.
14.6.
Yes, please.
Okay, that's tall enough. I have Doc locked in here. He can't get out of here. Not crawling those walls. But anyway, yeah. So Isaac and his team has done a wonderful job here, and they have a lot more work to do, but they got to get it done. And I'm going to be in my house. Come on, Isaac, tell us this. Tell me this about you, because you are a young man. You're a very young man, as far as I'm concerned. And so, how long have you been in business?
This is my 16th year.
The what?
Wow, 16.
But you started after high school?
No, when I finished the university, I was working with a construction company. Then after, I taught at the secondary school, at the technical school in Cape Coast, architect, and also
An architect school?
business construction.
Construction.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So I taught there. So after that, I resigned and started this construction.
Oh,
Because I
wow.
wanted to be on my own, not to be on the government payroll.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always good to do your own. So, anybody in your family did construction?
Yes. My grandfather was a construction.
Your father?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather? Did you hang with him when he did jobs?
Yeah, I saw him when I was young.
Uh-huh.
Yes, please. But when I grew up, he wasn't there. He was dead.
He passed away.
So
So you've built more than houses. You've built hotels, huh? Yeah. And you've just stayed in the Accra area and out here?
yeah, we've been in places like not only residential houses that we built. We built residential, commercial places, like a lot of them. And one of them that I can point on is the hotel, Famsi Hotel.
Okay.
We worked on an 85-bedroom house there, and there's a lot of them, a lot of them.
Out of the sun. I have my niece with me here, and I'm just like, say hi, niece.
Hello. Hi.
I just told her to get out of the sun and stand in the corner
Yeah.
there. Isaac, so I know you're doing this project, and I know your hands are in other projects also. So how many houses at present are you working on?
Here,
What do you mean here? You mean you have some somewhere else too?
agenda.
Addendum.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're talking
addendum.
addendum. Okay.
Okay, I have almost about 4 currently.
4
Yes, please.
currently, but there are more behind that. I know it is. I know it is, because every time I talk to you, we're clearing land. Oh, we're doing this. So he is busy, but he's not too busy to accept more work. You know, as his business grow, he hires more people. That's what yeah, and he had some really nice young men working with him. And I haven't seen them, and I miss them too. Tell them I miss them. I miss them. So when you got this project, what did you think about your clients?
You know,
Isaac.
Let me tell you something about what we normally do as TT Hallman when it comes to our office. When a client comes and the client wanted to have his building or his or her building built for her, him or her, we first have to know the perspective, what you want. Then we'll put on paper for you, which is the 3D perspective. So when you see, then we'll talk about how we are going to build it. So this is where we start from. And also, before we start anything on the land, we'll go and do soil test for us to know the kind of material that we'll use, the kind of cement, the kind of. It's not just going to the site to go and build, but we need to know what we are going to work with.
So, has one project been more challenging than the other project, and why?
You know, like your place here. This building is sitting on filling. It's sitting on left right. So we did a fill. We did
Right,
as you
right.
can see now. So we started with raft. We have something called raft foundation. Raft foundation is a very solid foundation that holds the building. And you know the size of this building too. We needed a raft foundation which has beams in them. So there are beams in the foundation.
Okay.
Even before the blockwork came on. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, you could go to some places where you could see that black thing being painted on beneath the buildings.
Yeah.
When we asked them, they said they are trying to prevent dampness, which I see it not worth it. Because when you are building in a waterlogged area and you paint that thing there, that thing expires. So if you don't use correct material, if you don't understand the kind of soil that you are going to work with, you might be beating about the bush. You wouldn't know what to do. But you would think people have been using a damp-proof membrane, so you also have to follow them. That's a great mistake that some of the builders do.
Yeah.
You understand? So here, we tested it, and we knew that if we are able to use quality material, which is the cement that we have been working with, who's the waterproof cement, you know, the act of dampness rises, and it's like a wick. You know, wick, the old lintel. You put in the lintel, the wick in the
Okay.
in the kerosene. Then the wick absorbs the water. It absorbs the kerosene. That fuels the fire to burn. The same formula, the same style. When you are building in a waterlogged area and you use a quality cement, which is the waterproof cement, it doesn't allow water to penetrate the blocks.
So there's a waterproof cement that you can
Yes.
use. Okay.
So that waterproof cement doesn't allow the water to penetrate or to absorb.
Okay.
That will come and create dampness. You understand? So there's a lot that we did, but because this also, they said your secret is your power. So this is what we do a lot of things before the building will be built. But this is one of them that I've told you. And after that, you need to there are chemicals that you have to add to the cement that you're going to put on the ground, which is the foundation concrete. You understand? So we did all before the oversight will come. Not every building that needs the dampproofing, the paint, that thing that you see, the black thing that you see everywhere. If you don't use the quality material, which is the cement, if you don't use the right cement, you will still have problem. But that thing, when it soaks a lot of water, the ability of the black thing to hold the block will not hold.
No good.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when it absorbs water, it doesn't hold again. Then you see that it will still, when there's dampness, it will still create the dampness.
So is that what causes the walls, the inside walls of the room to get damp looking and start peeling?
Yeah.
That causes
Yes.
it if you don't do it.
And, yeah, if you don't use the right
Uh-huh.
materials,
Uh-huh.
it is not using the polythene product to, it is not like that.
Yeah.
Even if you do that, and you don't use the quality materials in building, having the building on top of the quality material, still you have dampness.
Yeah.
Because dampness is sometimes caused by fungus. Like there are some bacteria that cause those dampness that you see on walls. There are some story building that you will see that the down, which is the first or the ground floor, you wouldn't see any dampness on them. But you will see dampness on the last floor.
Oh, really?
So what caused it? Okay. So it is not as if you have to, no, you have to paint, you have to do, no. You have to understand the nature of the work that you're going to do, like where you are going to have the burden, so that you work according to what you are supposed to do.
Right.
Not because everybody is, you have to follow everybody. Learn on like what you want to do.
Yeah.
For the client.
Well, everybody that's billing are not contractors, and some people are just building their own homes, and then some people are building their homes and using, pieceworking, like hire these people, hire this. They go out and get their own people, and some of those people that they do bring in, they're not certified people. So that's the chance that they take. I didn't want to take a chance. I didn't want to do that because first of all, our age. I could manage. If I was 20 years younger, I probably would have managed doing my house and hiring contractors. But I'm too old for that. I just can't do it. I can't do it. And I think another thing too, when you hire a contractor, you can hold the contractor accountable for the work, and you can enjoy seeing your home being built, as opposed to, and this is not to discourage anybody. If you have the ability and the power and the energy to manage the building of your home, more power to you. But I was just too old for that.
And one thing about not all contractors know how to build. Contractors, so some of them will take the work and give it to the masonry workers, foreman, to work on. Which, when there is something wrong, the person might not know, because that is not his fault, his or her fault. But he is depending on the idea of somebody. So when the person does something wrong, he or she doesn't know. She'll be there till the finishing. Then when it rains, like something like a roof, somebody, instead of when you're having a secret roof, the secret roof, you need to have a parapet. That's a correct one. You have a parapet around it, so that when it rains,
You like the gutter, like
Yes,
the gutter,
yes,
gutter. We call it the gutter. Okay, but yeah.
so that when it rains, it gets into the gutter or the parapet, so
And it runs
just runs down.
And we could conserve that water too.
Yes, please.
Find a way to conserve water.
Exactly what we are doing for the colonies. We have we are not wasting whatever water that will come. So we have storage for rainwater.
Yeah.
So it falls on it.
Yeah.
You save.
Yeah.
Them for irrigation.
Yeah,
and all
that's
that.
exactly what
Yes.
I want to do.
So what will happen is, if you don't if you don't contact qualified person to have your burden, you'll be having challenges like leakages. There are lots of them here. There's a lot of them that are having leakages on their burdens.
Yeah, I know somebody's having leakage issues, and then they've hired somebody to try to seal, and then it rained, and then it still. And they were telling me that the flat roofs are the ones that catch hail. They catch it before the one with the pit or whatever to it. So I was really sad for that person because the contractor wouldn't do anything to make it right.
Yeah, because when the integrity of your structure starts from the foundation. So when they are done and there's a problem, you can't fix it. They will try, they can't fix it. Because there is a way how even the parapet, how the roof will come and sit on for the gadgets to come around it or everything. There's a way that we does it. Not just putting up the concrete and creating gadgets. No, there's a way. So if you don't follow that one, you will still have problems.
Yeah.
So there is a way. So not every contractor, for me being a structural engineer, you know, people when you come to our office, you have the civil engineer, you have the architect, you have the geometric engineers.
Yep.
All these people are there at the disposal of the client to know that okay, these people are very capable of. When you come to our place, tell one stop. We do everything.
Yeah.
Everything from the foundation to finishing. You can testify.
Yeah.
So you need to engage somebody who knows what he is doing. The foundation matters most. The integrity of the structure, the good finishing, all begin with foundation.
Yeah.
So if you don't get
Foundation is the main thing. Yeah.
If you don't get a solid foundation, you'll be getting cracks, you'll be getting dampness, you'll be getting all sorts of problems. And maintaining it or repairing it will cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Imagine you have your ceiling, secret to for whatever ceiling. Then when it rains, it passes through the roof, gets to the POP or the false ceiling. Then you have to, it will forcefully come down by itself. Because the POP, when it gets soaked a lot by water, it comes down.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So from scratch to the finishing, you need to engage somebody who knows every step
Yes.
that's going on. Yeah. So this is how it should be. Not
Yeah.
like anybody, I can help you, but I can find a mason for you. No. The masonry workers, I'm not trying to destroy anybody, but I'm telling the truth, like this is the truth. You know, with this your foundation, we work with our masonry workers. Some of the masonry workers doesn't know reasons. They know how to do the thing, but they don't know reason.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know how to do the thing. When you instruct him, do this, do that.
Yeah,
do
when they're managed.
he knows.
Uh-huh.
Like you try to show him what to do by giving him instruction or something.
Right.
Then he follows. But the reason behind what he is doing, he doesn't know.
Right.
You understand?
Yes, yeah.
So you could see that you go to a place where burden is going on, you see a mason worker, I want you to come and help me with my burden. Because you saw that the burden that he's working on is very nice and very unique. He doesn't know there is an engineer who is behind the person, like ours. When you go to the Collins place, you will see a lot of work that we've done there. An artistic work. It is not something that we don't entertain mistakes. Because it is not something that we are stopping doing.
Right.
We are doing it till we exit this world. So we have to do it well.
Yes. Do it well and do it once.
Yes.
One time.
One time.
One time. Yeah. Yeah.
One time. So
I agree.
You have to get the service of a qualified person. Because the building that you are coming to reside in, it is not you alone. A time will come that you'll be gone. Then the family or your children or grandchildren might have to take over.
Yes.
They shouldn't come and meet problems. That they will say, our grandmother didn't engage, or the grandfather didn't engage the qualified people to build this house for them. So there are a lot of things that need to be done before buildings can be commenced. And I don't know if you have any other questions for me.
No, I'm glad that I've had the opportunity to interview you, because people see your work at least once a week. I'm putting up, a video of the house and everything. And I've learned so much. I've just learned so much. I was just telling her, I knew nothing about lentil. What's a lentil? What's a lentil? I eat lentil beans, but I know nothing about lentil in the house. And so, I didn't know what supported the roof of what you need. And I do want, and I know everyone that's building out there want things to be done well. And we women want it to be done fast. We want, come on, I need my house. I want to get in my house. But we want the contractors to take their time and do it well. And so this is what Isaac has had to remind me of. Mommy, please, we want to do a good job. So let them do the job. Let them do the job. So we're just going to move in with Isaac until everything gets done. No, just kidding. You didn't hear what I said, huh? But I thank you. And what about your future? Do you set goals for your business? Like this year you might build 5 homes. Do you say, okay, next year I'm going to build 10 homes? Do you have goals set for your business? What are your futuristic plans for your business?
Okay. I forgot to say this one too. Let me say this, then after I will give you the answer.
Okay.
And one thing about TT Hallman is when you come to your site and from the foundation, from the start, when you purchase a land and you get your indentures, you just bring the indentures to us. We'll work on it to get the registration done for you. 2, when you get to the site to start your building, we'll make sure that the measurement that they are giving you is accurate. You understand?
Yeah, I do understand. Yes.
So the measurement that will be on the site plan should match with the measurement that is on the ground, that the pillars that they put in on the ground for you. So this one thing that uniqueness about us. There's a lot of things when you engage us, you'll be seeing, and we always want to give quality work to our clients so that our clients will do recommendation. We value recommendations more than money. So when we start with when you go to the college place, like I'm using it for a reference because it's close here, that we can even go there. Like I said earlier, the work that we are doing there is for us to get another work. When somebody comes and say, wow, this is very unique. And we put in every measure, the measurement, the work is properly done. The work is properly done.
But the measurements are important. I understand that. And I'm going to use myself as an example.
Let me explain what you asked me a question about.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
So, we have our actual masonry workers that we've trained, that we are working with. And when we go to Cape Coast, we go to wherever that we are building there, we have our workers. And we also, when we get there, we also have some indigents like here. And we recruit them, also we train them so that they can do what we are looking for. Not what they know,
Right.
but what we are looking for. So we'll try to educate or train them to suit our spec so that we'll give a good and quality work to our clients. So this is what we do. We have a lot of workers. So there's no work that we cannot do.
Is it difficult to keep consistently keep a crew of workers?
Yes.
Is it hard? I mean, is it how the turnover of workers? That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes, it depends on how you deal with them. You need to let them feel that they are part of the company.
Yeah, make them feel like family. Yeah.
So when they let them feel free to come to you, to approach you. You understand? So that whatever feeling that they have, they can tell you, so that you can work around it for them.
Right.
Even if you cannot get exactly what they are looking for, you can do part.
Right.
Then they will feel that they are part of us.
Yeah.
So this is what
That's really good, and that's really good to hear from you.
That's good.
Because I'm not downing anybody. I'm learning as I go as far as the culture is concerned. Okay, but you're right. In anywhere in the world, anybody that you're working for, working for you. You need to make them feel like they're a part of it and they're important. And they are important. I tell these guys right here, I get so emotional, and I'm not jiving you. I get so emotional when I think about these young men are building my house. And this is what I always say to them. You're Africans and you're building my house in Africa. So I tell them, I said, and I asked them, do you know about the pyramid? I said, they were building way before you came. And you learned all this from somebody, and this is how, you know. But so it really warms my heart when I see these young men. And this last crew, I mean, they're tough. They're tough. I mean, they're on it. They're just on it. And it makes me really feel good that you don't have to be here. I'm sure you have someone here they can report to, but they're just on it. They're working. Every time I drive up, they're doing something. They're moving it. They're keeping things rolling. And I like that. I really like that. I'm your customer. Your customer is saying, I like that. I really do. But I really thank you for this interview. This will not be the last one. What we'll do is we'll come back and when they get the other row of bricks on and start putting things up, we'll do another interview. We'll ask Isaac to come back. But this has been a good one, and I know my viewers are going to learn a lot from this because I have. So this is Isaac, and then you can tell them about your company, and you can give them a little highlight about your company and everything.
Okay.
And where is it located?
Okay. TT Hallman Engineering Consulting. I'm the CEO. I'm educated, and we are located in Cape Coast. We are our main office is in Cape Coast. And at Phantom Junction, when you get there, you can call us 020-6254-348. You just add when you're outside, you can ask the Ghana code.
Right, right.
So 020-6254-348. Whatever you need, anything construction.
Yeah.
Anything construction.
And let me say this too. There was no pressure for me to hire Isaac and his company. There were no pressure at all. You know, we met I don't know how many times before we say, okay, we're gonna go with you.
Yes.
And I kept saying to Doc, my husband, they're gonna kick us out of here because we're old folks and we're detailed, and he'll tell you we're detailed. We be asking questions. And I have never had an experience with Isaac to to be like, oh my God, here they come again. He was just so patient with us. So and I appreciate that, and I know that's why he's getting these customers left and right. It's because he knows how to interview a customer, how to listen to a customer, and how to give the customer exactly what they want. So I need to say that about your company. So with that being said, we're going to say bye to our audience, our viewers. This is Grenda with the Belters Appreciative Eye. And you didn't see me today. You didn't need to see me today. You need to see Isaac today. But we will do this again once they start putting the other row of bricks on and everything. So let's hope the rain doesn't stop us from doing anything. Okay? So anyway, say bye to them, and we'll see you later. Bye, y'all.